Okay, good evening, everybody. I know I did a video earlier about cutting the supports off the cab. I mean, hopefully I helped anybody out. But process of me building trucks and creating them, right? I got like this little weird tug of war with myself with a whole bunch of ideas and stuff like that. But the original cab that I did uh, was was this one here, right? This is the one without the grill, right? This was the original cab that I did, and a lot of people liked it, but obviously, if it doesn't have the grill, I mean, then you can try to create it like I did, which is that there, right? By hand, or you can just create it in a program and then do it from there. So basically that's what I did. So this is the evolution of this cab, right? So this is the evolution of it. Now, the way I come up with the ideas, and I will be offering uh, like fuel tanks. You can see, can't see, or can you see? Right, fuel tanks, which are like this on this cab here, right? So I will be offering them uh, smokestacks. God, why? What the heck is wrong with Apple? All that money and they can't focus on one little thing. Anyway, so even when you put it with, let's see, there. Sorry, probably wrong side, but I don't have one for the other side. It's double. Anyway, okay. So how I come up with the ideas? Basically, I sit here at my desk, as you see, and I think of things to put together. So I have a lot of uh, stuff that is. So these are trailers that I was working on. So like say Summit Food, right? Um, Tim Hortons, right? Another Tim Hortons trailer, the brown one. Also, the third wheel repair truck. And also, so to show you this, this is, let me find that cab that I just cut. So this is the cab, this is at Western Star, right? Right here. This is a Western Star. So I cut the stuff off it. So, but basically when you put it on there, obviously it has to be, because the way that the printer printed it out, it has to be shaved down because the malfunction of the things falling in. But I also found out that in the liquid, the reason why they didn't turn out so well is because even in the underneath the liquid, it was printing underneath the liquid, and then it just blocked the signal. So, which sucks. Anyway, this is this would be, obviously uh, the truck, but I have to shave it down because there's a hump in there. But this is just for display purposes. But for emergencies, so this I test this, and I'm going to test it again uh, because I pulled the stuff off of it, and I noticed that around the edges here it's very thin, so you have to be careful with that. Um, but all in all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to print the caps like this. So they're going to be just like this, um, but different models, right? Obviously, the models you've seen. So enough with that. And then if you want, you can throw the international in there. But you could tell the difference in the size, right? So this would be the difference in the size here. So that's this, the one I originally had on there. You can see where I broke it at. And then this one here, which is the international, right? Which is here. It's a much meaner. Oh man, this international is so mean. I mean, just the look of it is just crazy. Like even when I look at it, I'm like, holy crap. So anyway, but that's this. So what I do is first. So get back to me. So what I do first is I sketch the models up, right? So this is that Holland welder you've seen, and this is the actual size. So this paper is the actual size of the parts that you would need. So this is just one side of it, and then the other side is on. It's on another sheet that's still in the book. But anyhow, the one on the bottom here that I sketched out, this is for propane or liquid gas. So this would make a liquid gas trailer. This here. This part here, this is for the what do you call that? The Brannet high rail. The excavator, that's for that one. This is the Custom Master crane part right here. Anyway, so as you can see, the pictures that you've seen are the ones that are built. If you look right here, is that it? Or up top here, sorry. Right here. This is the number of the truck that it actually is, that it's based off of prototypical. So the number is 178624 CN. So you go to railroadpictures.net, you can see that you'll find it. So 178624. That's the truck number. And then as you can see at the bottom there, there's this one here. So you can see right here. You can't see the yeah, you can see it there. So that's this. So anyway, the next trucks are the CN. Oh, so this is the other side of the truck right here. This is the other side. So it's the same truck but the other side. This is the CN truck number. I didn't write the number down on it, but I built this one and I sold it. Really nice truck. I think I have a few pictures of it and I'll post it. And then this one here, I never got around to building this, and one, I didn't like this style much. This really didn't fit, you know, the typical truck. So also this is the actual size of the trailer that I'm doing. So which are these, right? So these are the actual size of them that I need them to be. And you know, so anyhow, so I sketch it out, if I see a picture, I sketch it out, and then I say, okay, well, this is what I want. So, I'll do a rough sketch or whatever, and so say for example, the front end load garbage truck. Well, I built a few of those, and I actually still have the backs that I created. Is 1 second. Okay, here we go. Bag of stuff. So this is what I created for the front end load garbage truck. You would throw it on something like this, right? But maybe a Peterbilt or something. Do I have a Peterbilt? I think I have a Peterbilt in here somewhere. Somewhere I have it. Anyway. And I say, okay, well, yeah, I want this, but why is it, why does it look so bulky or whatever? And then that's when I have to go through and, figure out what to do. Also, I made a couple of dump beds. These are all by hand, so made of styrene that I probably will never use. I may sell, a box of parts and stuff that I have here, and then kind of go from there. So even this truck was part of another truck with a crane, and but I don't know where the parts are, so I have to go through here and separate, because I have a lot of parts. I mean, like a whole lot of parts, right? I have a whole lot of parts of just trucks, stuff. It's just different things that I have that I just don't really use, frames, another truck. What is this? Oh, see, even these. So I might sell like a box of these parts. Oh, there's a Peterbilt. So there's a Peterbilt right there. So that's a Peterbilt cab. But yeah. So then, sorry, I'm getting long-winded. So then, after that, I take a piece of plastic, like, say, like something like, put that over there. Oh, hold on, do I got more? Yeah, there we go. Hold on, what's this? Okay, yeah, here's the rest of it, right there. So there's the rest of the Holland Welder truck. And what I'll do is I'll make the measurements, and then I'll post the measurements. If people want to make this truck, I'll post the measurements so that you can make your own Holland Welding truck. I mean, that sounds great, right? Yeah, I know. And then this is another high rail truck body. So yeah, but like I said, that's what I sketched that's what I sketched this based off of here, right? So see, and then everything's a scale. So And then if you take the paper and you say, okay, well, let me see what it looks like with the paper, you take the truck, put the truck on the paper, and that's what you get. Yeah, sometimes it's visual, right? Calculations and everything that comes into play, but a lot of times it's visual. What do you see to your eye, right? And what is people going to perceive when you look at your models, right? Because everybody wants that model that just stands out, right? And that's great and all, and but so piece of plastic. It's very thin, right? And you can get an even thicker piece. It just depends on how strong you are to cut. I like using these here. These okay. So I like using these pencils. So what I do is I say, okay, well, I need a couple of boxes, right? So typically your boxes would be, say, 2 feet to 4 feet or whatever. So then what you do is you sketch it out on here, 2 feet. I'll make it 2 by 2. We'll make it a box underneath something. So anyway, so you do this, right? You just sketch it out, sketch a box out, or a couple of boxes out. And then you take, so this is the box I drew. So then you take it and you make, there's 6 sides to everything. Everything has 6 sides. So you have to make 6 of each, you know, you have to, if you want more boxes, then it's 6 sides. So if you want this to be square, so you take 6 of these, make it like this to make the square. Or you can do this, you can go 4 of these and two 1 foot, right, to make the box, whatever. So this, I guess this is, so then you start getting into, after you make the parts and stuff, you put them together, you set it aside and you make more, right? So I usually make 3 or 4 of everything, right? So then once you made it, so let's just use the dump, right? Because I'll give you the evolution of my dumps. So these are the evolutions of my dumps. Here, there, there. That's the evolution of my dumps, right? So there's always a process. Yeah, I go through a lot of stuff, but I'll tell you this, I also use other people's parts, right? Sometimes, so I'll use another modeler's, so resin parts or whatever. So I'll give you an example, and I'll make this truck really quick. So this is a garbage truck, and once I show you the body, everybody's going to know who made it. So this is the body of the truck, right? So we'll bring it up here so that you can see it. So I go back here, back here. So I'll do this. I'll go, I need a frame, right? So let's just say this is the frame. Boom, right? Got the frame, right? Now I need a cab. So I can either use one of the new ones, one of these, or I use this. So I'm going to use this, but I have to, I can't use this one. I gotta use another one because the one that I cut the thing out. So I take this, put that there, right? Then say I want to put a high ab on it. Now, a high ab is a short crane that that I'm not finding right now. Ironically, right? So anyway, a high ab is a short crane. Oh, right here, right in front of me. Duh. So I take a high ab. I put a high ab here, right? Or you could stretch it across the back like that, whatever, however you want it, right? And you can put the back on like that, right? Then this is a truck, right? Just like that, boom, there's a truck. It's a nice truck. I like this truck, right? Now say if I don't want that truck, I want another truck. So I can just take it off and just make a standard garbage truck, right? And it looks really good. I like that. So, or I can, you know, I can do I have them? I do have them. Okay. Herpa, right? Everybody knows Herpa. I'm not giving a shout out to them, but I'm giving them a shout out. So you take a roll off, right? Pull that off. This isn't the one that I have, but you literally pull this off here, because that ain't no good. But then you throw it on put it on the truck, right? And then there you go. Now you have another type of garbage truck. And then you throw wheels and everything on it and it's good to go. Now, you know, some things are a little bit complicated. That's why I say, listen, build the bodies first. Doesn't matter what it is. Build the bodies first, right? So if you got an idea of a dump truck or something like that, build the bodies or buy the bodies or whatever, set them aside. Then pull out a cab, right? Doesn't even have to be my cab, right? Doesn't have to be my cab. But pull out a cab and put it to something, just, you know, just say, okay, well, maybe it looks good like that. Well, maybe if I put a Kenworth on there, right? Maybe if I put a Kenworth, right? This is so just to let y'all know, this is my favorite. My favorite color is green, blue, and this color green. Yeah, I'm a very, very, very big Seahawks fan. So, but so say this Kenworth cab, and you want to put, you know, a body on it like that, right? Or you want to put this style garbage truck on there, or you want to put something like that on there, right? Or I mean, there's so many endless things. I mean, I have so much stuff, I can go through it and all of that stuff, but this is my process. I sketch it out, use measurements, right? If your measurements will always add up, even if your eyes don't, right? So use measurements. Then never give up. Never give up on the model that you're building. Just take a break, right? Take a break, walk away from it, and then come back. Because here's the best thing about that is you might have an even better idea. that's why you see the evolution of the models, right? So, and just so you know, I don't usually do this um, YouTube thing, but I feel like a lot of if I want to tell people my ideas and stuff, I think this is probably the best way of doing it. You know, if nobody watches it, fine. If somebody does, cool, right? But once again, um, this is what I do, and I'll try to do a video every uh, maybe every couple of days or something. You might see if I'm doing a project, and I'll show you now that I know you guys are out there that the projects I'll do, or the trucks I'll do, and I'll show you the trucks that I'll do for the show. Um, there's a show coming. If there's anything I can do, how I am and who I still don't know, right? Peace.